This is my Electricity 5 video, and it's about electrical power. Now, when a current flows through a metal wire, the metal wire gets hot and energy is transferred in the wire. Electrical potential energy goes into heat energy, which is dissipated into the surroundings as the wire gets hot. What's actually happening inside the wire is that electrons are bashing into these metal ions and giving them kinetic energy, and the temperature of the wire is increasing and it's radiating heat. Energy might also be transferred into kinetic or GPE if it's a motor, or sound if it's a speaker, or light if it's a bulb or an LED. Basically, when electricity flows through a component, energy is transferred. Now, the power of a component is the rate at which energy is transferred. So power equals energy transferred over time. P equals W over T. I've seen questions where it says calculate the rate of transfer of energy in such and such, and students have been completely confused. If they'd said just work out the power, then they'd have got it. But remember, power is the rate at which energy is transferred. If you look at these three kettles, well, they all transfer energy, electrical potential energy, into heat energy, but you'll notice that they have different powers. There's a 2 kilowatt, 3 kilowatt, 5 kilowatt, and the more powerful kettle can boil the same amount of water in less time because it's more powerful, or it can boil more water in the same time. Here are some equations that we already have now, which you should have learnt by now. If we combine these equations, we get some very useful equations for power, which come in handy in different situations. We've got power is energy transferred over time. P equals VI, which you should know from GCSE. Then we've got power is V squared over R, and power equals I squared R. And which one you would use depends on the question, really. You should learn them all. They should all be at your fingertips. Okay, they are the tools that you need to answer questions. You should know them. For example, here's a question. A PD of 12 volts is put across a 20 ohm resistor. Calculate the rate of energy transfer. So basically calculate the power of the resistor. We're given the voltage, we're given the resistance. So what equation are we going to use? P is V squared over R. Very simple, 7.2 watts.